Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up.
Hi viewers, welcome to PagePediaVideography Challenge, Immortality Within Reach. I'm Showemimo Abiodun. It is with the utmost humility and sincerity that I present to you Mr. AMANI MOMODU, the MD of Oluflex Limited, as a living testament and recollection of history in the making in our generation. You're welcome, sir.
Okay, my name is AMANI MOMODU. As stated, I'm the MD of Oluflex Limited. Oluflex is a startup company in the power distribution subsector. Essentially, what we do is the business of smart metering. As a background, I come from a family of 16. I'm number 9 in the family. My early days were spent in my place of my birth in Edo State, specifically Odame Ekweri, Isako Central local government, where I had my primary education. And secondary school took me to Igara Technical College. And from there, I proceeded to Federal Polytechnic Ado-Ekiti for my national diploma. Subsequently to Yaba College of Technology, where I had my higher national diploma. So my postgraduate diploma degree is in strategic marketing. I have an MBA in strategic marketing from Abuja University. My work life started with my youth service that I had at Lagos Sheraton Hotel. After the conclusion of the service, I had to move over to the sister company called Federal Palace Hotel, Victoria, where I worked in the front office and the training department. Subsequently, I left to join a firm formerly known as Ato Anderson, that is today KPMG. At KPMG, I spent 70 years of my professional working life. Wow. Disengaging in December 2014 as a manager in sales and market sales. Very rewarding. It was a challenging environment because professional services firm are learning organization where you need to do something every day, something new every day. And you have to better your performance every day. So you are constantly challenged with new ideas on how to do things better. You work in an environment where there are talents, first-class talents, and you just have to keep up with the pace of the working environment. So essentially, applying yourself, with the skills, knowledge, and experience that you have gained over the years will help you propel you in both your career projection as well as your performance and results. Okay, actually, what happened? The transition from KPMG to being an entrepreneur is not a horizontal, it's a vertical. If I wanted to continue in the industry, I could have just gotten another job. So it's just vertical climb. But I wanted to do this all my life. I wanted to contribute to nation building in a much more way than I was doing as an employee. Because as an entrepreneur, as an investor, I'm now directly contributing to economic development. I also have to pick up new skills, learn new things about starting a company, the whole gamut of setting up a company, community strategies, for market entry, meeting with investors, talking to stakeholders and off-takers of your product and services, networking with everybody in the industry. Interfacing with the regulators and industry stakeholders have been a very rewarding and challenging experience. It is something I wanted to do from day one, and actually have started by 10 years ago. After spending 20 years of my life, productive life, working for people as an employee, I could have shortened it. At 10 years, then that would have been the benchmark, and I just launched into entrepreneurship. That would be my dream all over. Well, to start with, I'm proud of my faith in God, because it gives me a sense and purpose about life. I'm proud of the family I was born into, proud of my parents who gave me a wonderful upbringing. I'm proud of my educational achievements. Throughout my undergraduate days, I came out tops in my class. I'm proud of my performance, the result I was able to create and produce in my workplace. I'm proud of my involvement in the social sector, where I co-founded an NGO. I'm currently the chairman, and the work that we as volunteers and directors and board of trustees are doing, just trying to make a difference in the life of people. I'm proud to be alive today. I'm proud being interviewed by PagePediaVideography. I think I stated earlier that I could have started earlier, but I've launched into entrepreneurship earlier. Obviously, by the time we started, it was the period of the economic crisis we currently are observing in Nigeria. So, as a startup, we are faced with a lot of challenges, whether in people, in resources, in market, etc. There are no regrets, experience that I'll think about. Everything I've done, I've never regretted any of my decisions, but they came through a critical thinking process. Nothing that I have done in life that could have been done differently apart from the fact that, like I mentioned, working for people should have been a shortened period than how long it took me over 20 years before I started on my own. Okay, I'm a member of National Institute of Marketing as an associate.
Okay.
I haven't developed to fellowship and etc.
Okay.
I think it's establishing a process,
Okay.
to arriving at decisions. Decision making is all about confronting challenges, right? Resolving issues, taking decisions that affect either you in a personal life or in business life. So, whether you are a family person, you are a businessman, sentiment should not rule what your judgment should do when you're taking a decision, because this is a decision that will actually make or break you, can make you improve or just lead to your downfall. Okay? So, for me, decision making in itself, although a bit subjective because it's human, we are human, it should go through a process of critical thinking, analyzing all the issues, looking at all the factors in the environment, depending on the issue you are dealing with before you arrive at the decision. I'm not somebody who makes rash decisions. I like to take my time to evaluate all the options, all the pros and cons, the environment we are living in, even the way it may impact people as a leader. Because leadership goes just beyond driving people for results. There has to be empathy. You have to look at how the decision you are taking are going to affect the organization. But at the end of the day, it's not subjective. It has to be objective. It has to come through a rigorous process of thinking. You need to get some people to buy into the process of making that decision. You get there. So good decisions are made when you go through critical thinking and are focused on an objective. Well, life is all about risk. I mean, taking the journey from VI to our office is a risk. Even leaving my house this morning, coming here is a risk. Transiting from KPMG, which is a renowned professional services firm, to becoming an entrepreneur and investor wasn't a small decision. There was risk factors along the line. Okay. But I think what is important is your determination, what you are focused on, and with the end, seeing the end in mind, not on the short term. Okay. So risk. I'm not too risk averse. I'm not too risk loving, but I think I'm in the middle because everything you do about life is risk. So the conviction comes from what your aims are, what you want to achieve in life, what drives you when you wake up in the morning, what are your stay awake issues. If you have been able to resolve issues around all those critical factors, you can decide to just add a plunge into whatever you want to do. Put in your best, your discretionary efforts, and pray along the line and just hope for the wonderful outcome that will come out of it. That's what I do, sir. Okay, my first challenge will go to my brother and Dr. Jubril Salahuddin. He's the CEO of CityServe, and also a serial entrepreneur. We work together on some social businesses, and he comes across as one whose profile we are trying to merit. Jubril Salahuddin, Dr. Jubril Salahuddin, PhD. Second person I will mention is a lady, Mrs. Dr. Faji Bessie Balogun. She's the coordinating trustee of the United for Kids Foundation, a foundation where I'm also a co-founder and chairman. We've come a long way. We started the foundation in 2001, and to date we've grown in leaps and bounds. What we are doing in the community. My number 3 person would be Mr. Lukman Molumo. He's the proprietor of Heritage Home School. This is a school that has won laurels both in Nigeria and across the world. So this is a proprietor, and together with some people, they formed this school and they grew from strength to strength. My fourth and probably the last challenge will go to Mr. Jubril Saba, the CEO of Afrizans. Jubril Saba was a facilitator at the Impact Masterclass, who handled topics in emotional intelligence. So I think it's a very good resource for this process. Well, hard work. Hard work has been a very motivating factor in my life, because nothing good comes easy. And someone once said, I think it was Delegiwa, that if you want to succeed without working hard, except you want to steal. So I had both for youths and elders, there is no shortcut to being successful. those who have made it in life in the ethical way, because I believe in ethics and principles. We've always had to work hard, or in modern days we call it working smart. Having focus and dedication, be committed to objective. Having a single-minded belief that I can do this, have a can-do attitude, that nothing is impossible. If someone else can do it, you can do it, so long as you have the right attitude, mentality, and the strength to do it. For me, working hard, yes, also with prayers and God's direction, very important.
Thank you very much for watching this. Watch more videos on www.pagepedia.com. Thank you.